Hey everyone, this is Ale from Electronic Games, and this is a little bit of a different video from my usual stuff, and just like to do a little bit of a reflection on the industry. The other day I was watching a video by Thomas Brush, a fantastic solo developer on YouTube. He does some really cool videos and live streams. Really recommend if you're going to be in the industry to go check him out. He did a video on a situation where he proposed a game to Devolver Digital, and the video really caught my interest and sort of actually made me think about how the industry is going. So he made a platformer game called Brave Boy, and the idea was, from what he was saying, is that it's a game as a Scottish Highland dog running around and doing things, and that it's based on what appeared to be old school platformers. Probably, I would say, more of a Spyro the Dragon inspired design. As he was pitching the game, he mentioned that the executives that he was talking to asked him to make it an open world. And this kind of got me thinking about what's happening in the industry at the moment. One of the things I think that's going on is a lot of these executives are following market trends. And the market trends dictate that open world and roguelike are the big sellers. This is where you get a lot of problems, like a lot of these good old FPS games are now following the Fortnite trend. Or a lot of RPGs are doing massive open worlds with lots and lots of collectibles. Truth is, and anyone, especially in the political realm, will tell you, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, isn't the market. It's not the market trends. The reality is a lot of the market trends shift very, very quickly in the video game industry. And not following a market trend may sometimes work in your favor. There are a lot of games that bucked the market trend. World of Warcraft probably was one of the big ones, in which Warcraft was an RTS, and World of Warcraft decided to go MMO. And while it didn't pioneer the MMO genre, it certainly set the standards. And likewise for Hearthstone, CCGs were almost unheard of, and yet this somehow managed to create a whole new genre of video game. Even going to the old school platformers, a lot of them used to be 2D, like Super Mario series was all 2D, and then suddenly during the N64 era they decided to try and do it 3D. And we saw Crash Bandicoot become 3D, and then Spyro the Dragon tried to move away from a set linear platforming path. What I'm getting at is there are games that have broken and bucked trends and completely defied the market. Sometimes the market doesn't know what the players want, and everyone keeps rushing to the same thing because that's all there is available. If I was to go by the markets today, I would build another Helldivers or Hell World, but that's not necessarily the best. Maybe the market's going to shift in a couple of months when Dawn Trail for Final Fantasy XIV comes out. Maybe the market will shift again as a new game comes out. You don't know what's going to happen in the future, and to always go for what the market dictates is going to happen kind of defeats the purpose of what we're building. Go on a massive tirade about how I think all of these games are becoming cookie cutter clones of each other, but in the long run I think the conclusion is just because game A is popular doesn't mean that game B won't be. because it doesn't look like Game A. In fact, it could beat Game A because it is so radically different. And we have seen that happen in the past. Most games wouldn't exist today if someone hadn't tried something new and bucked the trends. Anyway, that's all I got. Thanks for listening.